Yo, what's good? I'm back on it. Back on it. Yeah, it was hot this summer, man. I ain't even gonna bullshit you. I ain't going out there and pass out. I like my I like my deductible $0. You know what I mean? I'd rather work out. You know what I mean? I still do something like, but to try to not just completely fall off. But you know, back on it. So I don't mean shit. But my message is to Obama, nigga, because you've been talking reckless, bro. And I'm telling you, man, I'm telling you, I know you, bitch. I know you are. I don't even have to look at you and tell. This the way you sound, your actions, your moves, your mannerisms, how you address other men. You all bitch. So why the fuck should we vote for you? You did not advocate nor fight for black men when you were in the White House. You didn't do that. You bitched up against females, black women in particular, when they've already politically separated themselves from black men. Politically and socially, black women have divested. At least that's what y'all say. So why the fuck are we still having this conversation about voting for your rights? You are competition. You have demoted yourself to potential competitor. We're competing over resources. So if I'm not getting resources if I didn't get resources from a Barack Obama, I didn't get resources from Joe Biden, why the fuck would I vote for Kamala Harris? It don't even, notice I'm not even bringing up the fact that she said that she's black and she's really not. No, that shit is irrelevant. What are you going to do I don't give a fuck. You can call yourself a unicorn as long as you do right by me. That's all I care about. I don't give a shit about that. I want to know, how are you going to fix the economy? I want to know, as a future and potential home buyer, and trust me, I got all the qualifications, just the market is bad. I'm looking at the market, the housing market. Now, somewhere in this small town that I live in, I could probably get me something decent. I want a brick home, though. You know, because the resale value of a brick home is higher. You know, when you have, but that's neither here nor there. When you have the panel wood or whatever, yeah, it looks nice, but it doesn't last long. When you have a solid brick home, you really don't have to move anywhere else for the rest of your life. You can live out your life in that house. Now, I had a sister who got rid of her house, and I'm like, baby girl, we need more property owners, especially black folks. You're too close to the finish line but she did what she wanted to do because she knew that the money on hand, which is cool. She been traveling and all that shit, but you live in a fucking RV. And there's no shade, no tea at my sister. There's no shade, no tea at my sister. Once I buy a house, I plan on keeping that house for life. That's why I've been taking my time and also working on my credit and all that stuff. My credit is right where it needs to be now. That's the progress that I've made. But even with all of my efforts, right? Notice how I named all of that stuff. Who does not have the interest of those potential homeowners? Because those where your property taxes come from. I think property tax is the largest tax per fiscal year out of every household. I think it is, if I'm not mistaken. Because even with income tax, you can always put write-offs and stuff like that. That's what they mad at Donald Trump for. But I'm sitting here saying, Shit, I need that because I need money. I don't like this broke shit. I don't like broke shit. Well, I want to be able to live comfortably. So, again, I ask you, for those of you who are using Obama, when we got nothing with Biden and Harris, to vote for Harris as president, that's just like more of the same shit. Like at least when Trump was in office during this term, I doubled my income. I doubled my income. I was riding a nice whip, and that's in a town where the cost of living is a little higher versus the wages. Las Vegas. So, now granted, there's so many opportunities to make money in a place like Las Vegas, both legally and illegally. All I had to do was apply the same hustle for the illegal shit to the legal shit. And I was able to become successful at it. To the point of I'm making high value money. Over 6 figures. You know what I mean? It's some money I didn't realize that I wasn't counting, but it was actually an income. That's how good I had it under Trump. So, now, boys and girls, and Obama, what does that tell you? If I can double my income to where I don't need Section 8 food stamps and all that stuff like that, and not even have that much sweat equity application, I ain't have to work 2-3 jobs to do it. You know what I mean? I was renting rooms out, and I'm doing Lyft and not Lyft, but Postmates, which paid for my gas and maybe some light maintenance, like tune-ups and oil changes and stuff like that. You know, but the renting the rooms out had me. When I was renting the rooms out, I was paying my rent plus some. So I was canceling out my bill. And that's what I did. All I did was apply that strategy. Was canceled out the bills by turning them into incomes. That's how you can legitimately make a decent amount of money. I even worked during the pandemic. You know, I felt like if I wasn't working, I get my 6 hours and my exercise, and then I get to work. That's what I was doing. That was the strategy that I was applying. So, if I could do this under the Trump administration, right? No sweat. I enjoyed every minute of that. Because you know what? My pockets were right. If I could do that, why the hell would I, but underneath Obama and Biden, my money got funny. First term, Obama put out a mandate to downsize the military. So you know what the old farts did who still can't pass a PT test at the top. They kicked out all the little privates that were the future leaders of the military. See, what nobody talks about is how you have these dinosaurs that are still sitting on active duty and they not contributing or doing shit. Yeah, they might be in command, but in a garrison. See, the ones that's in shape, that's actually putting boots to pavement or concrete or asphalt or whatever terrain, the ones who are actually doing that, they're the young combat sergeants. But for the most part, the E9s, from I'm gonna say from the E7s to E9s, they're sitting in garrisons collecting a check on the military. I know this for a fact because I seen it with my own 2 eyes. I was in the Army. And during that time that they were doing this, Obama put out a mandate to downsize the military. So what do you think that did? They cut all the way at the bottom. So a lot of privates and a lot of veterans are now out on their ass and have to reinvent their new life. And this is under the Obama administration, both terms. Okay, this is how much damage he did to veterans. Then, on top of that, you get out the military, right? Because I was in the military during the Obama administration. You get out the military, and there's not much opportunity for you because all of these identity politics and other people are being prioritized. And then even when you do, with the veterans benefits you do get, they're just trying to push you on a disability income so you can get fat, get diabetes and all this stuff. This is why I'm working out. I refuse to die. I mean, I'll let you get you. But this is what they do. This is their plans. And then they don't even give you the full cost of living. The increase that I had underneath Trump was one of the biggest increases of cost of living for veterans' disability income in a long time. Right? So even if I just sat on a check, like y'all want people to do, Democrats, I'm still going to make more money with Trump. Come on. So why? It's a no-brainer. You want to say money ain't everything, money is the root of all evil, but you're doing any and everything to chase money. At least I have principles. At least I understand boundaries, and I want to get it the honest way. You're doing it by any means. You're scamming, you're committing crimes, you're running up in these high designer stores, pillaging their goods, pilfering their goods. This is what you're doing, Democrats and liberals and Obama, who think that we should vote Harris in. This is what's happening. This is boots on the ground, what's happening, the grassroots. Now, I'm not knocking nobody's hustle, nor am I don't care. As long as you don't fuck with me, I'm good. Just don't fuck with me. You do whatever the fuck you want to do. But at the same time, if I can make more money, you taking penitentiary chances. This is the logic, and this is why I don't do it. You taking penitentiary chances, being potentially risking losing your freedom, being separated from your family, your kids, your mom, your daddy, and also being in an environment where you forced to sit down and not move, not have any motion. And then they cut most government benefits. So most government benefits while you're in prison, they cut those so you don't have an income. So you rather take that chance of getting into that situation than to actually try to strategize and figure out how to make money legally and legitimately. And it's so easy to do this. It is not, it's a no-brainer. It really is. If you applied the same strategy you applied to doing some fuck shit, maybe you would have money. If you focus on getting the money illegitimately. You know, this is why so many men with money are voting for Trump. It's a no-brainer. That emotional argument that y'all keep trying to have with us, we way past that. All that is going to do is slow me down. I don't need that. We way past that. And you used to be in the household and could be able to henpeck a man into. Now men are just forgoing relationships and focusing on getting their bread up and fighting for their own interest. See, but you, right? You Democrats, you Joe Biden supporters, Harris supporters, all of those supporters of those people are still stuck in an emotional hamster wheel that the Democrats have had you on since since the Obama administration. You're not satisfied with your current state and situation. You want more pay. You want better living conditions. You want all of this stuff. But you didn't turn around and vote for the same party that created the circumstances that will not allow you to do that. And we're supposed to just trust this woman to do it. And it's not because she's a woman, it's because of the strategy that the Democrats use. I lump all of them in the same. I don't give a fuck about identity politics. I only talk about it if it's relevant to a conversation. But other than that, I don't participate in that shit. Whatever I can do to ensure my household thrives is what I'm going to do. And this is how I'm going to vote. This is how I'm going to think. So if you don't like it, fuck off. Seriously. I don't give a shit what you like and how you feel. Because how you like and how you feel does not feed me. It does not clothe me. It does not put water. It does not put chicken in my pots. It does not put me in a house. It does absolutely nothing for me on how you feel, because I don't vote for what the fuck you want. Why would I continue to do that? You had 8 years with the Obama administration and 4 years with the Biden and Harris administration to get your shit together, to finally figure out what you need to do to help people. And what have you done so far? What have you done? You stuck a big ass middle finger to the everyday average hardworking American, the patriots, the people like me who served in the army. All you give us is your ass to kiss and a middle finger. So why the hell would I vote Democrat? I don't give a shit about nobody else's problems but what's going on within my household. That's it. That's the only thing I'm obligated to care about. You using these shaming tactics, these deflections, all of the little manipulation tactics that you're using to make me give a fuck about anything else but my household is the reason why I will never vote Democrat again. Whatever you, I will never. Last election, I did not vote Democrat. And it doesn't matter who I vote for. As long as they're benefiting me and I'm getting the benefit, reaping the benefits of them being in office, I'm not going to give a shit who they are. Because y'all spent all this time on the media trying to demonize this man and putting false claims on him. Spent this all this time, and then y'all attach yourself to people like P. Diddy. Yeah, all this stuff that y'all accuse Donald Trump of, I never seen Donald Trump at a P. Diddy party. That's literally, I can just wrap that level. As much as y'all try to claim, oh, women are in danger and all this stuff, why are you at these P. Diddy parties? Why? What reason do you have to go there? Why should I give a shit? Why should I help you? You're not even willing to help yourself. You don't want to listen when we tell you stop going to P. Diddy parties. Stop trying to date P. Diddy. You're not going to finesse him out of money. He already has a proven track record that he will get you knocked off. He already has a proven track record of sexual impropriety, domestic violence, all of these things. If you cannot see the writing on the wall, that you're probably not going to make it out this with his money. Think about this. He has custody of his children with all of these allegations against him. He has had custody of his children the whole time. And all of their mothers somehow mysteriously died from pneumonia, all kind of weird shit. This is the same party. And I'm not going to forget this. And I'm not going to let y'all live this down. Because y'all was the same party that had the Vote or Die campaign attached to the Democratic Party. I don't support people like P. Diddy. Never liked him. I don't even listen to his music anymore. I'm slowly weeding out all of anything that is attached to him. I don't even want him, anything with his name on it, I don't want. I never really watched John. I always thought it was corny. But because all he did really was trying to copy the blueprint that Jay-Z left. Now I know that they working together. I'm like, okay, now I'm phasing him out too. See, this is what standing on business looks like. This is something that a lot of you Democrats do not do. You don't stand on business. You don't. Now, you can sit here and come for my looks, come for what I said, say I sound retarded. You can do all of that. I don't give a shit because your opinion does not pay my bills. If I go viral and, you know, and I somehow I get my opinion now, it'll be because of my opinion, what I actually think. It won't be because this is what you pay me to think. This is how much I stand on business. Just because I don't do the illegal shit no more doesn't mean that I didn't learn some valuable principles from being in that lifestyle. But who cares, you know? Y'all want me to vote a woman in that's gonna put people in prison, fill and make a quota. She has been a basset hound to get black men and black mothers, not just women, mothers, not just the pick-me's. I'm talking about single mothers struggling, locked up, and you want me to vote for her. She has our best interests at heart. She's gonna save us. Every time you bring people out like Obama, because really, truth be told, Obama is skinny. He might play basketball, but he ain't training for boxing. I know he can't fight. I know he can't. He wasn't even raised in the environments where he can fight, where he had to learn how to fight. That's why he's so bitch made. Because anybody who understands anything about a person who has been tried by life, you know, you can tell that a person been through some shit based upon how they look. You see me, I got scars and shit. You see me, my face ain't no pretty face. It ain't just no, ooh, none of that shit. Because I go through hard life, hard knocks. And I be damned if I'm going to sit this out, right? And let y'all motherfuckers, and watch y'all motherfuckers just fumble the bag and wind up begging for cash apps from men like me who are willing to go and put it to work in. Because this is exactly what they do. This is exactly what they do. And I don't give a shit. I'm walking right past some signs. I know you ain't gonna do shit to me. But this is, I'll be damned if I'm gonna sit here and every time you need to bum a cigarette, you'll even, some of you motherfuckers will even ask for a vape. That's the crazy part to me. I'm like, no, you can't smoke my vape. I'll give you one of these throwaways. You can have it. Once you put your mouth on it, you can have it. I don't know what you got. Because it's funny how y'all was doing all this COVID scare hype, right? During time of COVID. And it's supposed to be, the strand's supposed to have mutated and now it's worse. I'm still not getting sick. I don't know. It could be because I'm healthy. But at the same time, it's like, y'all doing all these scare tactics with old folks. This is what you're doing it to older senile people who really don't understand that they actually align more with conservative values. They don't like all the goofy shit going on either. But you can lie to those senile old people. This is the same, it ain't nothing but that real estate scam that they used to run on older folks who own their homes, right? And this is what they often would do. They'll see that these older folks don't have like family around them. So this is where you people, you young folks, this is where you're failing. Okay, this is where you failing. If you got parents and they put you through college and they took care of you and stuff like that, once they start getting senile and old, getting Alzheimer's and stuff like that, you should be. That's also what the Republicans actually do. They don't just talk it, because disabled and older folks are actually still on law a protected party, a protected demographic. But where's the focus on that? You know why we can't focus on that? Because you know who's abusing older folks, children, disabled people the most? The same women that you want us to feel sorry for. The same women that you want us to vote for their rights. There was this woman that worked for the VA. She worked for the government. Do you not understand? This is a special that I was watching about serial killers. And this older white woman, feminist, hardcore, that was in the military herself, was killing veterans by spiking their blood sugar levels with some type of drug. I forgot what the medical drug name was for it, but this was happening at the VA. And this was during the Obama administration. Okay? And so many families have been broken up. And this is what y'all do. This is what y'all Democrats do. This is what these women have done. They're neglectful. They don't take care about these people. And they do their job based on their attitudes. Why the fuck? Her father, who took multiple vaccines, ultimately died from pneumonia. He died from pneumonia. Now, granted, he already had health issues. Like he was a double amputee, he had diabetes and all that stuff. But he could have managed his symptoms and lived to see his grandson being born. Yes, that's right. I got a baby on the way. That's another thing I got to think about. All y'all other people can become irrelevant when that happens. I don't give a shit. But my father possibly could have prolonged his life and maybe even improved the quality of life he had when I got there. Had he followed my treatment plan, he would get up and see me, go to the gym, come home. I was walking to and from the gym too. Or get up and run in the morning. That's what my father would see. And that didn't motivate him. And he's a Navy veteran. But because he's gotten the short end of the stick during the Obama administration, okay, let's keep this in mind. And he was a Democrat, by the way. Like it seemed like all of y'all older people that are Democrats don't even realize you're fucked up in the game right now. And the world is outpacing you. Because the Democrats don't give a fuck about you. They have no policies in place, no more protections, no more rights, or anything for you. You just get out the way, ill. Or you're just a wallet to them. And at best, you're a wallet, you're a paycheck. At worst, they despise you because they despise their fathers, their mothers. They despise their grannies, grandmas, and aunties. Look at how they talk about y'all. This is the party you want. The people who identify with the Democratic Party. Look at how they talk about older folks. See, I was raised with a certain degree of decorum and respect, especially growing up. Especially when I became a man here in Texas. As much as I don't like what an older person is doing, I'm not going to mistreat them. I'm not going to do and that's even if he could be a staunch racist. I don't give a shit. I'm not going to mistreat an old man because what is he going to do to me? Okay, he don't like me because I'm black. What is he going to do? I'm a 36-year-old relatively healthy, 6 foot, muscular black man. What can a 59 to 72-year-old racist do to me? What can they do to me? So all that fear mongering that you use, and it's only, like I said, it's based on emotions. And y'all been losing this battle, and you still refuse to say we need to revise some shit. Now you're just lying. Now you're just using what the Republicans actually have done or tried to do as your own. And I saw that play when y'all was demonizing Donald Trump. I said, they really demonizing this dude. And none of the shit that they're saying, when you do the research, matches up. They're not telling the truth. And the stuff that he's imposing, now you Democrats are saying that you want to impose. The stuff that Donald Trump, nobody's even peeped game on this. I've paid attention. The same shit that Donald Trump was either trying to implement or have implemented, and the Democrats sabotaged it, is the same shit, okay? Now they talking about they need to do something about the migrant crisis. It was a problem during the Obama administration. This is not a new problem. Yeah, now it's noticeable. It's just like a roach infestation. You see 1 or 2 roaches, you don't think you have an infestation. You don't think there's a nest of roaches somewhere. When you see 1 or 2 rats, you don't think there's, and I'm not comparing these people to rats or roaches, but I'm just saying the behavior is the same. You don't see the entire infestation. This is how I know a lot of you motherfuckers are living with rats and roaches and don't know what to do. You probably living with rats and roaches, fire alarms is going off, and you comfortable in that. The smoke detector is beeping. You know, that's mostly what you Democrats are living in. And you got a whole man at the house. It's a work of man's nerve. This is one thing we don't like, is when something is irritating us, we go and fix it. That's what men do. All y'all seem to do is fearmonger, manipulate, deflect, gaslight, and do all of this extra stuff. We're immune to that now. Just like COVID, we're immune to that now. Because now it's the new norm. Y'all spent all Joe Biden's term, all Trump's term, all Obama's term, just talking shit to men, disrespecting and trying to emasculate us. And you're using the same exact strategy that you've been using. Like, this ain't nothing new that the Democrats are doing. This is who they are, truly, at this point. This is who they are. This is what they're going to do. There is no changing direction, redirection and stuff. You can at least say the Republicans changed up a little bit. Because after the failure of George Bush, the Republicans, they said, okay, we gotta do something different. And they did, and it worked. Y'all want to fearmonger and gaslight and always say that this is an issue. And then when you pay attention, you have more brain cells than two to rub together. And you see, and you actually study the shit that's going on. Y'all are bringing a lot of this shit on yourself. That's the reality. So why should the government be responsible for fixing something that you self-inflict? Now I know you're going to want to come sass me some more. I know that's what your response going to be to this is. You're gonna sass me some more. Well, I'm gonna revert right back to what I said in the beginning. I don't care anymore. I don't give a shit.